Vrishan, I cannot see anything. Is your camera turned on?
What happened?
Yes, I think so. Let me check.
What happened?
Video is not there.
The
Okay. Okay.
Okay, now you're visible. Hello everyone. Okay, so how are you, Vrishan?
which
All good?
yes.
Okay, before we start, just start by telling me where are you from and from which school?
I am from Pune. I live
Okay.
in Pune. And what did you ask else?
From which school and grade?
I'm from Akshara International School, and my grade is 6D currently.
Okay, you're in grade sixth. Okay, Vrishan. So let me introduce myself. My name is Vikram Rawat, and by education, I'm a mechanical engineer. But I've been in the field of education for the past 7 to 8 years almost. Right? Today, we are going to learn some Vedic maths. But before we do that, do you have any idea about what Vedic mathematics is?
Um, I know about it, means some concepts of Vedic maths are given in our textbook, but I usually don't pay attention to that because I think I'm doing better by the school method. That's why.
Okay, this is something that I've heard for the first time. What have you learned in your textbooks? Which
In
Vedic
text,
language?
in textbooks in maths in sixth grade, we have currently not started anything because the teacher was on leave for a whole lot of days. But basic, we have learned fractions, multiplication, division, and addition. These four types of means these four types of operations we have learned.
Okay, can you tell me any one method of multiplication using Vedic mathematics? Anything that you remember?
Means we have not learned Vedic maths. The teachers tell us it's for means it's just for referring to it. You can also do the means it's not mandatory to do by that method. But sometimes if you do by Vedic maths, the teacher cuts marks in the exams because he wants the school method which he has taught. We know that clearly because he has taught us. But the Vedic maths, he has just referred to us that you can also learn this for fun and enjoyment. So I've never
Okay,
like teach us
okay, I get it. I
like
get it.
learn it.
Got it. Okay. Do you actually like mathematics?
A little bit, 65, 75%. Not much, but
So,
okay,
what's your
okay.
favorite subject then?
My favorite subjects, I'll go for SSC.
SST. Okay, that's a good thing. Uh, I was completely opposite. I liked maths and science when I was younger, and I hated SST. I mean, I really hated it. But it's okay. I got to learn it after the college that it's actually an important part of our education system. And what I got to know is that our brain has different parts, and these parts are responsible for different activities. For example, when I say that I'm good at maths and science, so this actually shows that my brain is more capable of doing logic and reasoning.
Yes.
That part is more developed. When I say that I'm good at subject like SST, this generally shows that the memory part of my brain is very developed. I can easily
Yes.
remember things, right? So maybe that's true for you. The memory part of your brain is functioning very well, is very well developed, but it also shows that you need to work more on logic and reasoning,
Yes.
right? Not
A
to get
little bit
better
I think.
grades in maths and science, not just to get better grades in maths and science, but for an overall development of the brain, right? Which if
Yes.
I knew earlier, I would have definitely focused on SST. That's one weakness that I have, and I still regret it. But okay, moving to Vedic mathematics. So let me tell you, Prashant, Vedic mathematics is not simply about calculations. Of course, calculation is a very major part of Vedic mathematics. But even if you don't want to use mathematical calculations, you can also say that I'll use a calculator. Vedic mathematics won't be as fast as a calculator. Agreed. But what I'm trying to tell you is when you learn things like Vedic mathematics, it is going to develop that logic and reasoning part of your brain.
Yes.
Consider this as an activity which will improve your brain functioning, right? There are many
Yes.
scientific evidences of what learning Vedic mathematics or things which are similar to Vedic mathematics do to your brain, right? We'll not get into
Yes.
that. Let's directly come to the topic. So, before I start with the actual method, let me just share a PPT with you. I hope the PPT is visible to you.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So this is just an introduction, the basics of Vedic mathematics. So what you should know is what we learn in Vedic mathematics is not directly a part of Vedas. It has been derived from Vedas. Somebody did it way back, right? Uh, it was the Ramakrishna Tirath ji, and he formulated 13 sutras, 16 sutras and 13 sub sutras. Sutras are
Huh.
basically formulas. 16 formulas and 13 sub formulas.
Huh.
And what do they do? We don't need to know all of that. What we need to know is some part of it helps us in our calculations, in
Huh.
multiplication, addition, subtraction, division, adding of fractions, subtracting of fractions, squaring, so finding out cubes of numbers, or even square roots and cube roots, right? So
Yes.
we'll learn some part of it which is actually relevant for us in class 6. So this is all what Vedic mathematics does. Why should we learn Vedic mathematics? It improves your calculation. Of course, the fear of mathematics. Some people have this phobia of mathematics, and it is basically majorly because of calculations. A lot of this phobia comes from calculations, right? Then one thing that I majorly focus on is making things easier for yourself. See, I even train people for competitive exams. And what I found out is that people who don't make calculations easy for themselves, they tend to make more mistakes. You will make more mistakes if what you do is really difficult for you.
Yes.
If it becomes simpler, you are more likely to commit lesser mistakes. So, this is what it is going to do. It is going to make calculations easy for you so that you commit less mistakes, right? Development of human brain, I've already told you that it improves the
Yes.
logic and reasoning part of the brain. Competitive exams, if you appear for maths olympiads, science olympiads, or you plan to appear for any competitive exam in life, it's very important that you must know Vedic mathematics. Without this, it's not possible to crack a competitive exam because
Okay.
calculation take a lot of time.
Oh, yes.
You won't
Calculations
be
take a lot of time.
exactly, you won't be able to complete the whole question paper in the given time if you don't know these tricks. Without wasting time. So these are the kind of questions that we learn. That's it. I'll not share a lot of things through PPT now. I'll directly tell it to you. I'll rather teach you these things rather than showing it through PPT. Then, other than this, Vrishan, I would also suggest that when you join our classes, you go to our
Yes.
website. You'll be provided with a user ID and a password. You log
Yes.
into the website and you'll find all the material, study material, test papers, and everything to practice even at home. We learn a few things in the classes, then you go back
Yes.
home and practice these things because the tricks are super easy. I'm being very honest with you. These are very, very easy, but keeping that in your memory to remember that this is one of the methods from Vedic mathematics, this is something I can use in this calculation is the difficult part. And that only happens because you don't practice enough. So it's it is if let's say if my part is 70%, then 30% you'll have to do at home. And it's very simple practice. By the end of the class, you'll realize how simple that is. So let me just share the whiteboard. And do you have a pen and a paper with you right now?
Yes.
Okay. Uh, Krishan, I'm not able to see you again. Just give me a minute. Sorry. Krishan, can you unmute yourself for a while? Still can't see you.
But I can see myself, but you can't see me.
Can you see me?
Yes, I can see you.
Okay. Okay. Now I can see you. So before telling you anything, let's do one thing. I'll give you one question to solve, right? And let's see how much time it takes. Just give me a minute. It's a very simple calculation, huh? Nothing to worry about. Okay, yeah. Okay, start.
Okay. Yes, done.
Done? Okay, so you took 38 seconds. And before you tell me what the answer is, I'll tell you how much time I would take to solve a question like this. Would you like to see?
Yes, yes,
Just
right.
tell me when to start.
Okay. Now.
Done. Is this what you got?
Yes.
So it's not simply about this one single question. Even if I give any other number, give me a number.
99 into 76.
So I don't know how many seconds it took, but it was definitely less than 38 seconds,
Yes, yes.
isn't it? So
Yes, very less.
let's learn how you could become this fast in calculations. It's not that I'm special in any kind of way, right? The method is so simple, I cannot be taking more time. Not possible. So I'll tell you what to do. This is specifically for multiplication with 99. Huh? If one of the numbers is 99, only then we use this method. So there are some specific methods for specific numbers, and then there are general methods of multiplication. We'll talk about everything in detail, but in the classes. For now, this is the basic of Vedic mathematics. So I'm starting with the basics of it. So what you do is you ignore this number 99 completely. No
Okay.
need of 99 in any of our calculations. The only number we'll focus on is 82,
82.
right?
Yes.
First step is divide the answer into two parts. Just two parts. Two parts of the answer starting from the right hand side. One more thing, it's important that you remember that generally all the methods of Vedic mathematics start from the right hand side, right?
Okay.
So we'll generally start from the right hand side.
Okay.
Okay. On the right hand side, you subtract this number 82 out of 100. A simple calculation, I suppose.
Yes.
Can you do it mentally?
82. 18.
Exactly, it's 18. Great. On the left hand side, you take this number 82 and subtract 1 out of it. Not too
80.
difficult, I suppose.
81.
Exactly. That's the final answer. You put it together, 8118 is your final answer.
So
So
this so this method is only for the numbers multiplied by 99.
if one of the numbers is 99, only
Huh.
then we'll use this method. So
Okay.
if you find it difficult to remember, what I can tell you is because 99 is 100 minus 1, that is why we use this 100 on the opposite side, this minus 1 again on the opposite side. This is a trick that you can have with you to remember this method. Is this clear to you?
Yes. Yes, it's clear. With on
It's a
the
simple
right hand
method.
side we'll yes on the right hand side we'll minus by subtract by 100, and on the left hand side we'll subtract by 1.
Exactly. Great. Okay, let's give it a try. Try this next question.
So 99 into 74. Uh, no, I think I got the wrong answer.
What is your answer?
696. I think it's wrong.
It is definitely wrong. It is
I didn't.
definitely wrong.
I
How
didn't
did you get
understand.
six?
I didn't understand. It means see, we draw a line in between and 4 goes here on the right hand side.
4 goes to the right hand side. No.
7.
74.
Ah,
It's the whole number
the,
74.
the whole number goes to the right hand side.
And you
Okay.
subtract it from?
You subtract it from 100. So the answer is 26.
Then?
Then 74 minus 1.
Good.
73. 7326. So, okay. So, both the side there will be whole numbers, not the single number.
Of course, you take the whole number other than 99 and do the
Okay.
calculations according to it.
Okay.
Okay, let's try another one.
5446.
Try again.
Okay.
5446 you said, huh?
Yes. I know it's wrong, but you told me it's wrong, so I'm calculating it again. 5445.
Correct. Rishan, why don't we do one thing? Why don't we write down the whole step?
Okay.
Instead of directly going to the mental calculation stage, let's move step by step. We'll write down everything. We'll make the columns. We'll write 100 minus 55. We'll write 55 minus 1
Okay.
and then do the calculations. Of course, there will be a stage in our calculation when we'll be doing everything mentally, but now is not the time. Okay, I'll give you one more. Come on.
So 99 into 64, we make the column. 64 goes to the right side, 100 minus 64. 100 minus 64, 100 minus 64 is
Do it on your
63
notebook.
6356.
Do it on your notebook.
Okay. Done.
What's the answer?
6326.
6326.
Yes.
Are you sure? See which part has the maximum possibility of making mistakes?
Means I can do it, but I sometimes get confused because my mind gets on mental. Because when I see a calculation like this, my mind gets mental. I do it mentally also and writing. That's why I get confused.
My question is, which part of the answer do you think has the most chances of making mistakes?
The most chances sometimes 10 or 20% 100 minus 100 because I subtract a different method using a different method.
The only chance of making a mistake is on the right hand side. There's
Yes.
no chance you would subtract minus one incorrect.
No.
Come on.
That one
There's no way.
subtract one is correct, but minus 100 that sometimes get confused.
So the only part that you need to focus on is the right hand side. 100
Yes.
minus 64.
100 minus 64. So I do by this method. I first subtract 100 minus 60, then the answer gets 30. Then I subtract 34 from 30. So I get the answer 26.
100 minus 60 is not 30, Vrishant.
100 minus 60. 100 minus 60.
Is not 30.
100 minus 60. Oh, sorry. I got confused. 4. 4. 4.
It is 4. 40. It's 40.
40.
Yeah.
40.
Then 40
40.
minus 4 is
40 minus 4, 36.
exactly.
36.
You're on the
6,
right track.
3, 6,
36.
3,
It would
3,
be
6.
36 rather than 26.
Ah,
Okay, let's try one more.
okay. So, 99 into 85. Okay. 8415.
Very good. Okay, one more.
7623.
Very good. Okay. Now, can you tell me, without writing anything on your notebook, what's 100 minus 25?
100 minus 25. 75.
Okay, what's 100 minus 36?
100 minus 36. 36 now?
Yeah.
64.
Okay. Okay. So Vrishan, what I think is, what I believe is, this subtraction can be a little faster. I'll tell you a trick, not a Vedic maths trick, but this works for most of us. This is what I usually do. So if let's say I have to subtract 100 and 36, that means 36 out of 100. So what I'll do is 100 minus 30. Even to simplify it further, let's make it 10 minus 3. Can you calculate 10 minus 3 quickly?
10 minus 3 is 7.
Okay, this has to be a little faster. So it means you need to work on this. This is something that you will have to work on because this subtraction is very easy. Although there are other methods of subtraction in Vedic mathematics which will make it simpler. But before we move to that, which means almost before we finish before we finish 7 classes, you'll have to improve your
7.
speed of subtraction because after 7 classes, we'll have a class on subtraction. It will be a different method, but just for your own sake, I would want that you learn this normal method of subtraction first, right? So I can subtract any number out of 100 a bit faster. Let's say if it's 100 minus 28. So I know 100 minus 20 is 80, and subtracting even 8 more out of it will give us 72, right? So in my mind, what is happening is I know if it's 100 minus 2 and then some other number.
Okay.
So the answer is going to be in sevens. If it's 100 minus 50 some number, so I know the answer is going to be 40 something, right? So you'll have to be that fast, a little faster. Okay, anyways, let's come to our topic for today. Now try to calculate this mentally. Huh?
Mentally.
Okay, we have already done this, I suppose. So let me make it 66. Yes.
6544.
6, 5.
44.
Are you sure it would be 4, 4?
54.
Definitely
Yeah,
not 5, 4.
not 54. Uh, 34. 34.
Okay. Okay, Vrishan. So let's do one thing. Let's say if it's 99 multiplied by 67, let's say. So the first part is simple, 66. So first thing you do is simply say 66. Once you
Yes.
say 66, then start subtracting 67 out of 100, which will be
Yes.
33.
It will be 33. Yes.
Okay, let's try it one more time.
99 into 71. So 71. 100 minus 70 is 100 minus 70 equals to 30. 30 minus 1 equals to 29. 29 and then 70. 7029.
Okay. How much time did it take?
Around 10 to 20. 30. 30 to 40.
6 to 8 seconds.
Okay. 6 to 8 seconds.
Yeah. Earlier your time was,
Yes. Earlier my time was 30.
so it has hardly been 15-20 minutes.
Yes. Yeah.
So
Okay.
this is the change in 15-20 minutes. So what I'm trying to tell you is, see, it's not that Vedic mathematics is of no use. Anybody who says so has something wrong here, right? You can see, come on, how can you calculate something so fast using normal method? Not possible.
Not
If
possible.
I had to multiply 99 times any other number, it even for me it would take some time,
Yes.
isn't it? Here, what we are doing is we are simply subtracting a few numbers and we get the answer. We are not even actually multiplying anything. These are normal subtractions. We have to subtract one out of a number and then subtract that number out of 100.
Yes.
What better calculations can we have? So, Vishan, this is
Yes.
it for today. We won't talk more about any other methods. We could, but let's stick with one method for today. You think about it, try to practice some questions, and if you feel that you're interested, we'll meet again in the classes,
Okay.
right? And before we end, do you have any questions for me regarding the classes, regarding the methods that we're going to learn, or anything?
Um, I don't literally have any questions, but I just wanted to ask, means how fast can we do Vedic mathematics? Means in exams, will the time be more consuming or will it be less?
You tell me, do
Means
multiplying 99 with any other number, what you did was 38 seconds. I don't know how much time I would take by using the normal method, but you give me any question, 99 multiplied by any number, and I'll show you how fast I can do it. I think it would take me more time to use a calculator.
Yes.
yes, you'll take time by putting up the digits, and then a calculator will do it fast, but you will take some time doing it on
Of
a
course.
calculator.
Yeah. It will take me time to punch in all the digits, multiply, get
Yes,
the answer. Whereas if
yes,
I have to multiply any number, 99 times 27, I know it's the answer is going to be 2673. It is definitely going to take more time to punch in all the digits into a
yes,
calculator, right? So this is not something extraordinary. Even my speed is not something extraordinary. People are doing it. People in my classes are doing it. People from grade 4 and 5 are doing it. Of course, it means that I need to practice more, but what I'm trying to say is it's not impossible,
yes.
right? So, any other questions, Vrishan?
I just wanted to ask, when by we have a specific method for each number by
No.
multiplying?
No. So there are basically two series of numbers. One is the series of 9, the other one is the series of 1. Then we have a general formula of multiplication that's different.
So
Then,
that general formula can be used when by multiply when we multiply it by 99.
yes, of course. So if
Okay.
this 99 method is taking, let's say, 2 seconds,
Uh,
so that general formula will take somewhere around 10 seconds.
Acha.
The normal method is going to take 40 seconds.
Okay.
That's the difference. So we have to be smart enough, intelligent enough to realize which method to use when for which question. That will be, of course, obviously your choice. It will always be your choice, right?
Yes.
Anything else?
It's it's okay. I understood Vedic mathematics is not literally useless. It can be for some use. You can improve your means speed. There's a boy in my class. He does mathematics so fast. Everyone calls him the human calculator because he does it fast. He has this knowledge of Vedic mathematics. So I learned today that Vedic mathematics is not literally useless. If you learn from it, you can also means do your calculation very fast. Means you will not waste that 10-20 seconds multiplying all the digits. You will just get the answer in 1 or 2 seconds.
Exactly. Uh, it's not simply about Vedic mathematics. I think learning anything is never a waste of time.
No.
You should and you can learn anything. It will be of some use at some point of your life. But Vedic mathematics is something that for sure is going to help you now and it is going to help you 10 years after today.
Yes.
So, okay. So that's it. Anything else that you
Nothing.
want to say? You want to ask something? Shall we end the class then?
Yes.
Okay, Vrishan. So I'll see you soon. Bye.
Because,